This looks like a tiny mushroom. Wrong. This is actually an illegal housing colony. Look at them. One guy moves in, and suddenly 37 relatives arrive. No parking, no privacy, just mushroom apartments. At first glance, these little mushrooms look harmless, tiny, cute, like someone opened miniature umbrellas after rain. But don't let the innocent faces fool you. Scientists believe mushrooms like these belong to a group called leucocaprinus, or something closely related. That's a fancy way of saying they're tiny. They're white, and nobody should eat them unless an expert identifies them, because mushroom identification is basically nature's version of guess who. Except, if you guess wrong, you don't get another round. Here's something weird. Mushrooms aren't plants. Yep, your biology teacher just nodded proudly. Plants make food using sunlight. Mushrooms looked at the sun and said, nah, too much work. Instead, they steal, well, not exactly steal. They recycle. Dead wood? Thank you. Dead leaves? Perfect. Old tree stump. 5-star buffet. They're basically Earth's sanitation department, except nobody remembers to thank them. Now here's the crazy part. What you see isn't actually the mushroom. What? Yep, this little umbrella is only the fruit. The real organisms is underground. Imagine seeing only someone's fingernail and discovering their body is the size of a football field. Underground is a giant network called mycelium. Think of it as nature's internet, except instead of memes, it sends nutrients. Instead of cat videos, it shares survival information. Scientists have even discovered that fungal networks help trees exchange resources. Trees literally have group chats. Meanwhile, humans still reply, K. So, how do mushrooms have babies? Not seeds, spores. Millions and millions of microscopic spores. Imagine if every time you sneezed, 1,000 apartments appeared. One mushroom can release millions of spores into the air. It's basically the world's smallest confetti cannon, except instead of celebrating, it's looking for new real estate. Nice rotten log you've got there. Mind if I colonize it? Ever wondered why mushrooms appear in huge groups? Did one mushroom text everyone? No. The underground mycelium spreads in every direction. Then, when conditions are perfect, rain, moisture, cool temperature, it suddenly decides, everybody up. And overnight, hundreds of mushrooms pop out together. It's like Black Friday, except everyone is wearing the same hat. You wake up one morning, yesterday, nothing. Today, Mushroom City. Population, too many. Here's the important part. Many tiny white mushrooms look almost identical. Some are harmless, some are poisonous, some can make you very sick. Even experts often need to examine the gills, the spores, the stem, sometimes even DNA, before confidently identifying them. So if your brain says, it looks delicious, your mouth should say, absolutely not. So next time you see these tiny mushrooms after rain, remember, you're not looking at random little umbrellas. You're looking at one of Earth's greatest recycling machines, a hidden underground civilization, a living internet, a master decomposer, and possibly the most successful apartment developer in the entire forest. If mushrooms ever start paying property tax, the forest department is going to become very, very rich. And remember, never judge a mushroom by its cap, because underneath, there might be an entire city. Stay curious, because the smallest things often hide the biggest stories.